What's up, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now today we are going to be doing a How to Train Your Dragon 3 movie review. Now, to let you guys know, there will be heavy spoilers in this, so if you don't want it spoiled, leave. Subscribe and like if you enjoy this content, and let's hop right into it. I will be having my trusty little Light Fury and Night Fury during this video. I will just be petting them throughout the whole video. Before we do anything, I just want to say that I had a blast watching it. It was an amazing movie, so I highly recommend you guys see it. The opening scene was perfect for this movie. We have Toothless and Hiccup and the gang all trying to rescue dragons, and Toothless has the perfect intro. He's in the dark, no one can see him. You can see a blue light just appearing out of nowhere, and it's Toothless in his alpha mode. It was amazing. The movie overall was very funny. I laughed a lot. There were some sad moments. Now, to talk about the main villain, his name is Grimoire, I think. He felt really kid-friendly, like some guy Disney made him. He didn't really seem like his motive was to kill all dragons. It was just to kill Toothless, and it wasn't even it didn't even barely even felt like he was trying to kill him. It just felt like he was trying to intimidate Hiccup into thinking that he was gonna kill. The villain in the trailer says that he killed every Night Fury. He set them all extinct except for one, which was Toothless. So you kind of get the feeling that he's gonna be Toothless' worst foes. I mean, he killed off every one last of his best friend's species. I mean, no villain has actually killed off a species. But he feels so weak. I mean, for starters, he's skinny, not muscular. He can't defend himself. The only thing that he can defend himself with is poison. The poison I'm talking about is the poison he gets from his dragons. Basically, he has dragon pets, sort of, that follow him around and do everything, and they're kind of scorpions, so they have poison inside of them. All he has is a crossbow that shoots out this poison, and that's all he can defend himself with. If Toothless just came up with a plasma blast and he had a crossbow, he dead. He dead on the He is nothing without the poison. He can't do anything else. He can't fight off anyone. It's just ridiculous. Now, of course, I'm ranting on about all of this, but I just want to let you guys know that this movie was great, and I'm just ranting out, I'm giving out all the flaws, all the good parts. I'll express later. Hiccup and Toothless had a really strong bond in the first and second movie. They were the dynamic duo. They were always outsiders to wherever they went, and they always knew how to find each other and how to make it better and how to make it their home. In How to Train Your Dragon 3, that isn't the case. They're really not that dynamic duo. I mean, Hiccup relies on Toothless. Toothless meets the Light Fury, so he relies on her, and the Light Fury doesn't really rely on anyone. That's why the opening scene is so good, because they haven't met the Light Fury yet. This kind of goes the same with Hiccup and Astrid's relationship. I mean, they haven't really advanced since the second movie. I mean, first movie they were kind of boyfriend and girlfriend, la la la. Second movie they were more adults, and they actually showed love for each other. In this movie, it wasn't very. During the movie, there were flashbacks from when Hiccup was a boy, around, let's say, 6 years old, and Stoic was telling him tales. Let's say he was telling him a tale about the hidden world, other things like that. The flashbacks were great. It was very nice to hear Stoic back, and he actually affecting the plot of the movie. Unlike the Light Fury, which it didn't seem like it really had a point in this movie. All she did was affect Toothless and Hiccup's relationship and made them just spread apart. So they weren't really that dynamic duo, because Toothless focused on the Light Fury instead of Hiccup. She was just this beast that just came into the movie. The plot would not be different if she hadn't come. I mean, the ending would be different, but the plot wouldn't be different because she wasn't really on either side. She just distracted Toothless. But we'll get more into that later. Now, there are repetitive things in this movie, repetitive from the first and second movie. For example, we have the hidden world is a base where all dragons are free, and When we see the hidden world, we see Toothless and the Light Fury in it. Hiccup wasn't there, but we see Toothless and the Light Fury in it, and everyone just follows Toothless' command, just like the Bewilder Beast in Volca's base. In the second movie, Stoic says that Drago is the worst of the worst. He slayed so many dragons, he controls the dragon, he's the king of the dragons. Hiccup will not win this fight. He orders, in the second movie, he orders some type of protective base, get everyone into a hiding so Drago can never see them so he wouldn't come for them. In the third movie, Grimoire is described as a battle that Hiccup won't win. Out of all the battles he fought, this is one he won't win. The dialogue also kind of has some repetitive words, like for example, he says, "This is our dragons," or "He will never control us or our dragon." So this is sort of like all repetitive things that maybe they could have avoided and changed it up a bit to spice up the movie. The trailer showed some obvious things, and so did the movie. It was kind of obvious that the bad guy was gonna die, you can't just let him roam free, but they could have at least changed it up a bit, maybe make him switch like Eric did. Or just make him run away, never show his face, and maybe he'll make an appearance in like some type of sideshow or something. Return of Grimoire. Drago lost his arm. Maybe Grimoire could have lost his arm or his leg, just like Hiccup did, or actually Hiccup lost his foot, so just like his foot, and he'll come in like some other canon. Now I know How to Train Your Dragon is a trilogy, so there isn't a fourth movie, but they're still releasing TV shows and DVDs and whatnot. Toothless leaving is kind of obvious. The trailers and the movie, it doesn't really say like Toothless is leaving, it doesn't show a scene, but you can kind of tell throughout the whole movie that Toothless enjoys the Light Fury more than Hiccup, and Hiccup wants what's best for Toothless, which is to be with the Light Fury. And if we know that, then we also know in the trailer where it shows Hiccup with a beard, and he looks much older than what the whole trailer showed, so we can tell that that is kind of like at the end of the movie, we see him with Toothless, so we know that neither Toothless nor Hiccup die, but like, that's kind of given, but that they're gonna meet up at the end. There's no huge surprise there. We can see Toothless learning a new ability during the movie where he can turn invisible, just like the Light Fury, and the beginning of it is him absorbing lightning from the skies, and then he turns invisible. He uses his tactic against Grimoire at the final battle, which is great, but they kind of spoiled it somehow by showing it in the trailer. I mean, it looked really cool, looked really badass. You thought Toothless was about to do something really cool, you want to see it, you're gonna expect something epic, but you already know it's gonna happen, so it's not that epic. Now to talk about the ending. Grimoire forces Toothless to force the dragons into Grimoire's cages, because Toothless is the alpha, and if he doesn't do this, then Grimoire's gonna kill the Light Fury. I really liked how Grimoire was stopped because of Hiccup and his gang. They stopped him without dragons. I would have liked an alternate plot, sort of, so basically what happens is that Grimoire forces the Light Fury to become friends with Toothless. Toothless puts a lot of trust into the Light Fury. Hiccup doesn't really trust the Light Fury. Toothless and Hiccup sort of break up, and Toothless goes with the Light Fury. Toothless gets captured by the Light Fury, and with their bond together, Toothless and Hiccup, Toothless is freed, and the Light Fury is also freed. Hiccup then proceeds to trust the Light Fury. I just feel like the trailer may have hyped it up a bit with the villain and all the music. Castle on the Hill, it made me feel how Toothless and Hiccup had a huge bond. Their bond was broken, and now it's going to be resurrected due to, like, they had a broken bond, but now they have a better bond because they want to fight for the same purpose. Hiccup wants to fight for Toothless, and Toothless wants to fight for the Light Fury, so it's kind of like a love straight line, there isn't really much love going around. Overall, I give this movie a 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. The ending was sad, and may I add for the ending, the babies that they had, the Light Fury and the Night Fury, were so goddamn cute. Like, that was so unexpected. I didn't know they were gonna have babies, and that was so unexpected. Oh my god, they were so cute, and that just, like, raises up the rating so much from, like, 8 to 8.5. Anyway, I really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, leave a like, and I'll see you legends in the next one. Peace!